Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like a mini MAC haul. I got a couple of vouchers for Christmas and I finally got around to spending them. So if you would like to see what I actually picked up, then please just keep watching. Just arrived like this. Obviously my address is on the other side, so I'm not going to show that. Because they were like actual MAC vouchers, you can't use them in places like Selfridges and stuff. It has to be an actual like MAC store, and we don't have a lot of them like around near me, so I decided to order it online. So I'm just going to jump right into it basically. Because I spent over a certain amount, because I had two gift vouchers, I had one at 50 and one at 30, so it meant I had £80. And you then got like some free samples, so they're kind of like the same. I've got two the same and then one different, so I'm just going to run through these first. So the first thing I got was the MAC Prep and Prime. This is just the Fix Plus, which I already have if you watch a couple of my videos, and it's just like the small one, which I thought this might actually be really good for like on holiday and stuff, because I can like stick it in my handbag and like touch up if I need to throughout the day. Like if I touch up my powder or anything like at night or something like that and it's just looking a little bit heavy, I can use this over the top and kind of make all my powder settle back down again. So I'm actually quite excited to have a couple of these mini ones. So I've actually got two of them. I'll get the other one out and then that's out of there. So there's the other one. Then obviously the other samples at the bottom, so I'll start off with the first thing. So the first thing that I've got is the Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 foundation, and I got mine in the shade NC12. I had NC15 not too long ago, well, the last time I actually had this foundation, and it was just a little bit too yellowy, so I did the like foundation match, because normally I found out that that works out quite well for me, and I did like two foundations that I know that are really good matches, and it matched me to this. So we'll just get it open. So tell you what, I'll tell you how much everything was as well. So obviously I had a discount. Doesn't actually have the price on here. So my whole order actually came to £81.55, but I did also have a 10% off discount code. So I think it made like this like £24.30. I think it should be £27 normally. So this is just what the foundation looks like. Obviously it is a screw top, but however I do actually have pumps already for these. That's why I didn't purchase anymore. So I'll just kind of like show you the shade a little bit and you can see what it looks like. As you can see, it's just not quite as yellowy as like an NC15 one. So that is the shade right there. It should be hopefully a pretty good match for me, as it did show online, and the colour looks really good as well. So hopefully, like even that, it's kind of like blended into my skin like really well and kind of like disappeared. So I have had this foundation before, so I do know that I do like it, but obviously I haven't repurchased it in a while, so I was happy to pick that up. Then the next thing that I got, I've never actually tried any of these. I haven't actually even opened this yet. I was going to get like a full size of this, but because I've never tried them, I didn't know like if they were sticky, if they were not, or whatever. So it is the MAC lip gloss, and I actually got the mini one. Just because also I don't actually use lip gloss that often, and when I do, like it's very hard to kind of go through like a full one. I quite like the idea of mini ones, just because then you can have quite a few different shades, but then you've not got these big tubes of lip gloss sitting around everywhere, because I never go for them at all. God, I can't get into this. There we go. So this is the MAC lip gloss in the shade Purr. It's kind of like a bit of a kind of corally, like a peachy corally. I'll just swatch. See, it has got a bit of an ish. I'll just pop another layer on so you can kind of like see it. See, I really like that shade. I'm glad I went for this one. So that is what the shade just looks like there. It does have a little bit of a sticky residue, only a little bit. So that's why I didn't want to get like a big one, because I thought, well, if I don't love it, then I'm gonna have this big lip gloss sitting around everywhere. Obviously they call them like a lip glass. I did look at like different ones, but this was the fuller coverage one or something, which I thought would be quite nice on holiday, like day to day. So if I don't want like an intense lip, I can like wear this. which I thought would be quite nice. And a coral is always quite nice as well because it's not like a super harsh pink, especially if you've not got a lot of makeup on. I quite like this tone. And that was £10, so obviously 10% off, it meant it was £9. Oh, and here's my other little mini MAC sample. So it was the MAC Strobe Cream that I got as my second one. So this is just a little miniature one. I might wind up using it on holiday, or I might give it to my mum, I don't know. I've never actually used MAC Strobe Cream before. I might actually just pop a tiny little bit on my hand. I don't know like how illuminating it is, so... Feels quite nice on the skin, but oh yeah, it does give your skin quite a little bit of a glow. Maybe it might not be. I don't know, it might sit nice under a foundation. I might try it actually. So, smells really nice. So that's a nice little sample to take away on my holidays. Then the next thing that I picked up is, if you have watched any of my videos, you know that lately I'm not really like filling in my brows that much with powder. I have actually done today, and that's why I look a little bit more thingy, but it's only because I literally have barely any tint left on my eyebrows and they really need waxing. So I am actually going to do it after this, after I film this video. So, but I have only kind of been using like tinted brown mascaras in my brows lately, which I have actually been preferring. It's a bit more of a natural look. And I normally use either the NYX one, or I have been liking the e.l.f. one. But I have always wanted to try the MAC waterproof one, just for like on holiday and stuff, you know, like if you just want to like brush them, if you're going out like maybe like date night or something, you want kind of like a light bit of makeup on. I think it looks quite nice if you can brush this through, but obviously if it's still quite hot out, sometimes like the product can kind of move a little bit. So I picked up the Pro Longwear waterproof brow set, and like I said, I do like my cheaper options. I do like my NYX one, and I do like my e.l.f. one. So, but I only got this because obviously I had a voucher, so I thought why not have a little go and a little test on what it's like. So this is the shade Red Chestnut. The blonde one was way too light for me, like it just wouldn't have worked, because even though I have got blonde hair, I do have obviously some dark hairs as well. Like that is like probably a really good shade for me. It might look a little bit warmer on camera, but that is just like a really good shade for my brows, especially when I've had them tinted and stuff. And this is just what the packaging looks like. And like I said, that is in the shade Red Chestnut, so I am excited to try this on holiday. It'll also be interesting to see how this comes off my hand. So we'll see how that goes. Then the next thing is another new product. I did try and get like a couple of new products. So obviously there's only like the foundation I've already had before, but I wanted to get a couple of things that I've never really tried before. So the next thing that I picked up was the MAC Versicolor Varnish, and this is the cream lip stain. They actually had two of these. They had another one, and I don't, is this the one with the longer wear? One of them had 12, one of them had 8. I don't know which it was. But I really like the shade in this, so I kind of just went off the shade. The other one didn't have that many shade options, to be fair. So this is just what the packaging looks like. I think this was £17.50. So this is meant to be like a lip stain, so it's meant to be like a glossy finish, but when it winds off it stains your lips. So it's just like a really nice corally colour. I'll pop it, I tell you what, we'll pop it on top of the lip gloss, and then you can kind of see. Oh, that's a bit brighter than what I thought. Okay. Wow, okay. I didn't actually expect it to be that bright. So this is what it looks like. It did not look that bright online. It does look really nice though, but I thought this might be quite nice for day to day. Like maybe like chucking it on like if you're like wanting a bit of a bright lip throughout the day, but maybe that with no makeup on might be a bit too bright. I don't know, we'll see. If it was my mum though, like she would happily, like she loves orange, like MAC Morange, which is a really bright lipstick. It's like a bright orange. She absolutely loves that. She'll wear like that throughout the day. But for me, I don't go bright colours during the day, so we'll see how this one goes. So that is what that is like. So we'll see how this goes and see like what the staining's like on it as well. So I might just let that dry down a little bit, and then we'll wipe it off and see if it stains, like obviously as it's meant to. Right, and the next thing that I picked up, and then probably as soon as I say this, you're going to be really like confused in like why I've chosen this colour. It is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. So this is like a little pot concealer, and this is in NW20. And now I know what you're going to be like, Rebekka, you've ordered a foundation in NW12, and then now you've got a concealer in NW20. The reason for this is, and obviously it might actually, I might be wrong and it might come out really dark, I don't know. But when I got the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Concealer, the 24-hour wear, I was swatching them in the store and I was like doing the shades that I normally would, and they were way too light. This was obviously about 6 months ago. So I actually wound up getting the NW22 in that. So I thought, well, with this one, because the reason that I've actually bought this is because I want to use it on holiday. It's got an SPF of 35. This is just what the packaging looks like. And I thought this would be great for like, if I just want to pop a little bit of concealer on like throughout the day, like maybe a little bit under my eyes, or if I've got like any kind of like problem areas or like little spots, I can just like take a little and just pat it on my finger. I thought it'd be really good to carry around in my bag and just kind of like spot conceal a little bit. But obviously I didn't want it to be like super bright. And I thought, well, if the concealers from the other ones or anything like it, I don't want to have it too dark. And I don't know, to be fair, I think this shade might be okay. I'm just going to swatch a little bit on my finger. Quite a thicker consistency. I actually think this shade's going to be absolutely fine. I'm going to actually pop it on my wrist next to the foundation. Okay, it might be a little bit darker, but I think I might get away with it, you know. So that is just what it's like there. Now, bearing in mind, I do have quite a bit of redness in my skin. This is another reason why I went for NW for the concealer. I do have like a bit of red in my natural skin, but my neck doesn't have as much red in it unless I like itch or anything. So I'm a bit like, I don't want to get something that's like too yellowy, because if I got like the NC in this and used it to spot conceal, which I did actually have at one point, I had the like even just like my L'Oreal concealer, that's more of like a yellowy base concealer, which I use for under my eyes, which looks beautiful. To just use that on its own, it can make my face look too white and it can make me look a little bit ill. It doesn't look as though I've got a lot of colour left in my skin. Whereas when I thought, if I get this one, it should hopefully leave me with a bit of colour left in my skin. So that is kind of why I picked that one up. Just because I thought it would look quite nice, and also it might just like blend into my skin rather than like looking like super crazy. And also I thought I could use it for like spot concealing and stuff like that, so I've not got a concealer that's too light. So I did pick this up as well, and this has got an SPF of 35, which is really good because it'll be great for in the sun. And I can just chuck it in my bag, so it's great. Right, so I did actually do a little swatch on my hand, and I thought you'd be able to see like the staining and stuff. I don't know why I did it there, but I did. So this is kind of like how it's stained my skin, which I think, if I hold it there you can see it, I think that looks really good, like for staining wise. Like it's not as bright then, in which I could probably get away with it throughout the day. So that is quite nice. So yeah, this is just what I picked up on a little MAC haul. Obviously, these are a bit more of expensive products for some people, and that's absolutely fine. But obviously I did have a voucher, and I just thought I'd like to show you what I got. It's as if like Santa's come again, like with Christmas and stuff, which is really exciting. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, or if you have liked any of the products that I have mentioned in this video, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also hit the subscribe button down below to be notified every time I upload a video. I do upload every Sunday at the moment, and every now and again I will probably be throwing a bonus video in there. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will just catch you in my next one. Alright, bye guys.